Hey there. If you're trying to find a great dog trainer right here in Smithfield, Rhode Island, you've come to the right place. We're going to walk through everything you need to feel really good about the choice you make for you and your furry best friend.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with why training is so helpful in Smithfield specifically. Then we'll get into what to look for in a trainer. After that, we'll talk about programs and costs. I'll give you a checklist for your consultations, and we'll finish up with some key local rules and resources.
Okay, let's jump right in. Why does having a well-trained dog matter so much for life here in Smithfield?
Well, Smithfield has this amazing mix of quiet neighborhoods and gorgeous outdoor spaces. A dog with good manners can actually enjoy all of that with you. Imagine taking a nice, calm stroll on the bike path without any pulling, or having your dog greet other people politely over in Greenville. That's really the goal, right? To make all those moments together more fun and less stressful? So, you get why training is a big deal. But now, what exactly makes a trainer a great trainer? Let's talk about their philosophy and the credentials that back it up.
The approach most recommended by experts today is called positive reinforcement. Basically, instead of punishing bad behavior, you reward the good stuff. Think treats, praise, or toys. It's way more than just being nice. It's a scientifically backed method that helps you build this incredible bond of trust with your dog. They learn to want to work with you, which is a whole different ballgame.
But how do you know if a trainer is really committed to these modern humane methods? Well, you can look for certifications. These acronyms might look a little confusing, but they mean something. A CPDTKA, for example, tells you that the trainer has passed a standardized test on training knowledge. And if you're dealing with more complex stuff, like serious fear or reactivity, a Certified Dog Behavior Consultant, or CDBC, has a deeper level of expertise in that area.
Okay, let's move on to the practical stuff, the kinds of training programs you'll find and what they typically cost around Smithfield.
You'll mostly see two main options: group classes and private lessons. Group classes are awesome for puppies who need socialization or for dogs who need to practice focusing around distractions, like other dogs and people. Private lessons are more tailored. They're perfect if you need to work on something specific that happens at home, like your dog going bonkers when the doorbell rings. And there are a few other formats out there too. In-home sessions are a type of private lesson that's great for fixing issues right where they occur. Board and train is more intensive, where your dog stays with the trainer for a period. And day training is a cool option where your dog gets trained while you're at work.
All right, let's talk about the cost. This chart gives you a pretty good idea of the average prices for 2026 here in the Smithfield and Providence County area. You can see a 6-week group obedience class is usually somewhere between $175 and $325. A single 1-hour private lesson might be between $100 and $175. This should at least give you a solid baseline so you know what to expect.
And here's a quick tip. A lot of trainers will offer packages of multiple sessions, which can definitely save you some money in the long run. Just make sure you always ask what's included in the price so there are no surprises.
Okay, you're getting a great sense of the landscape now. This next part is all about action. We've put together a checklist of must-ask questions for any trainer you're thinking about hiring.
Think of this as your interview guide. You'll want to start by asking about their training philosophy. Make sure it feels right to you. Definitely ask about their certifications. Be super clear about what you're hoping to achieve. And then ask them how they track progress. Finally, and this is a big one, always get a clear estimate in writing before you start.
So training isn't just an exercise you do in a facility. It's about how your dog behaves in the real world. Let's bring this all back home and talk about some local Smithfield rules and great spots to practice your new skills.
First, the basics. Every dog owner in Smithfield needs to know these. The town does have a leash law, so your dog needs to be on a leash whenever they're not on your property. Rabies vaccinations are required by the state, and any dog over 6 months old needs to be licensed with the town clerk. Pretty standard stuff.
Now for the fun part. Where can you put all this training to the test? Deerfield Park is fantastic for practicing those calm, leashed walks. The Smithfield Dog Park is perfect for working on your dog's recall in a safe, fenced-in area. The trails around Georgiaville Pond give you a more natural setting with different smells and sights. And for a real test of focus, the bike path, with all its joggers and cyclists, is an excellent advanced training ground.
When it comes right down to it, this is what it's all about. Taking the time now to find a trainer you trust is an investment. It's an investment in your dog's happiness and, let's be honest, your own peace of mind. So, after all this work, picture it. What's that one adventure you're really looking forward to with your dog? Is it a trip to a local patio? a hike without any drama, or just a peaceful walk around the neighborhood. Having that goal in mind makes a huge difference. We really hope this guide sets you up for success. A well-trained dog just makes everyday life in Smithfield better. It means you can have friends over without chaos, you can enjoy our beautiful parks without worry, and every walk is a chance to connect instead of a chore. We wish you the very best of luck on your training adventure.